Hello there, this is Pat Brackenbury. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I just thought I'd share with you a very short video about doing some batch card making. So this is the stamp set I'm using, and I've pre-done everything that I need before I do make the card. So I've already cut and coloured 2 pages of witches out, which is quite a lot. I've cut all my ribbon ready to use in my card, so I haven't got to do those beforehand while I'm doing the card. So I've cut all my discs out that I'm going to use in this card. So this is Pear Pizzazz, that's quite a nice colour. So that's that one. And I've cut all my sentiments out and they're all ready in this bag, ready to go. So these are the card fronts. And these are the panels that I'm going to use. So here's my little collection of witches that I've cut out and frogs. So I just thought I'd quickly show you the card I'm going to make and what I'm going to do to put it together. So I'm going to start off with a base card. So I've got all these pre-made, so that makes life a bit easier for you when you can do it that way. So it's a small card. It's a 6x6 card. So that's the base of the card. So this is going to be the main panel of the card, and this panel is going to go on top. So I'm going to do that first, because then I can move on to putting the ribbon on. So I made these cards for an event that I'm going to next month. So these are going to be given out at that event. So important to make sure your leaves are up the right way for a start. And this has come from a very old stamp set that goes with a magnolia stamp, and these were this was the DSP. So I'm actually using up some old stock, which is always quite handy. So let's just find a ribbon. So the ribbon's going to go across the front of the card, and I'm going to use double-sided tape to do this. So not masses of it, but I'm going to use that. Take some off here, and then I'm going to turn it over and put some on the reverse. So it makes it a lot easier to hold in position when you use double-sided tape. So about halfway down, maybe 3/4 of the way down the card. This was useful. So take that off there. There we go. So where's my card? Stop. There it is. Oops. There it is. So this is going to go across the front of the card. Oh, that bit's a bit short, so let's just find that piece that was a bit longer. That's the piece. It's a little bit longer. There we go. And just squeeze that round the corner where the double-sided tape actually is sitting. There we go. So that's going to sit on there, and then my disc is going to go over there. That's done with a punch, 1.5 inches, that punch. So I'm just going to glue that on there. I'm not going to use dimensionals on this bit. There we go. Put that on there, and by putting it all together and getting all the elements that you're going to need just makes it very much easier to put the card together, especially when you've got so many to do. So take one of my witches, and I'm going to position her on the card front like that, and again I'm going to glue that. So it's a very short video on how to do this, but it just makes it so much easier when you've got everything prepared in advance. There we go, there's the witch, and then I think I'm going to use dimensionals for the frog. So There's a frog. No, I think actually I'll change my mind. I'm going to use glue. I think I'll use dimensionals on the sentiment. There we go. Quick and simple card, nothing complicated when you're doing these mass productions. I just need to get my sentiment out that I want to use. Always a good idea to put them in a bag because you never know, they get lost otherwise. And that one probably could do with a bit of a trim. Seemed a bit big. What I wanted. There we go. Just trim that down and let's find those dimensionals. Here we are. So I'm just going to use up some edges on this. That could be cut off, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Put that in my bin. Otherwise end up with it on your slippers if you're not careful. Use up some more edges. It's not when it comes to using up bits and pieces. And I'm just going to position that slightly on one side, and now all I need to do is to pop that onto the card front. So I'm going to use the glue to stick that on, and as you can see it's gone and stuck to the front of my paper. Isn't that always the way? So there we go. Let me get that off. That's what double-sided tape does. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's just find some glue. Let me just tidy that up a bit. Nobody's going to see that bit, so it's not going to hurt. And then pop that onto the card base, which, as I said, was already pre-cut, so I didn't have to cut that. There we go. Let's flatten it down. And that's the card finished. There we go, everyone. So that was a very short video on how to do some batch card making. Hope that was okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to, and look out for some more cards coming up in the future. Bye now.